Hey, collective, it's Anne Marie. I'm smoking a cigarette. I know on the side of every box it says it'll kill you. Okay, it's a work in progress. I had something special I was going to do for you guys about the spiritual meeting of the blowing out the candles. And I was going to do another reading, but we're here and we're doing this instead. I have been doing a lot of introspection. I was guided to do a low key birthday. Last year for my 50th, the whole weekend was a party. It was amazing. This year I was guided to be very low key and to do a lot of introspection. And so that's what this is about. I was shown that there was other people that may have been going through some things like this, and to share it, to maybe help the next person, the next spiritual warrior. And Facebook gives you memories. And so I've looked the last 10, 15 years of my memories on my birthday. And I had an amazing dinner tonight. My friend Sarah had a surgery. My friend Ann, unfortunately, her mother passed. So it was just Shelly and I. She took me out to dinner and got me beautiful dozen white roses. And we had a really great dinner. And so I was talking to her about this introspection, about how far I've come and how it's still unbelievable to me where I'm at today. This kind of is in alignment with, hold on, I get something to This kind of goes in alignment with a reading I posted a little bit ago. I would encourage you to watch it. It was about not being able to take people with you. So I was talking to Shelly about how far I've come. And this is a trigger warning, okay? I'm going to say some things that may trigger you, so please be mindful. You know, I was raised in a very dark family that posed as Christian. They posed as many things. I will just say that. And I was taught from an early age to just settle. I became everything that was projected. Became everything that my family's shortcomings, they projected onto me, right? All their insecurities. And I wore those things for many years. And as I said in my reading, you know, when you wake up, when you truly wake up, you start to recognize that stuff's not jiving with you anymore. People, you're not down with the same bullshit you used to be down for. I mean, I used to fist fight all the fucking time. Used to party all the fucking time. I had trap houses back in the day. I mean, and I'm not ashamed of anything I've done. I love my past. There's nothing no one could say to me that would make me be embarrassed. But I've come a long way. And I settled, I stayed. And this is from my mouth here. In my opinion, 3 reasons why people stay in situations longer than they should, around people, places, things, whatever, holding on to old things, is either due to fear, obligation, or hope. And I stayed for all those reasons, unbeknownst to me. I didn't know the life could be different. And from the beginning of time, I was sex trafficked as a child. I was molested throughout my whole childhood. I was AR'd many times as an adult. I was a victim of a home invasion where 5 men kicked in my door and brutally raped and tortured me, put cigarettes out on me, cut me, put a bag over my head, and I pretended that I was, so they would leave. Of course, I remember telling them, you better off me, because if I make it through this, you're done. And well, anyway, so, and that was just before an early age. People built homes on the money they stole from me. I've had plenty of money left to me. We've talked a lot about these in readings. You've heard about it. Insurance scams, people stealing what's mine. I've had a lot of things left to me that was taken from me. And those same family members that stole from me were the same family members that made fun of me for the situations I was in. A lot of people will say what they would have done in many of the situations I've been in life, but they don't know what I was facing. They didn't know the choices that I had to make. And so from the outside, it looked different for people. Regardless, through the betrayals, the lies, the backstabbing, the gang stalking, especially when I woke up, I get it why people don't want to wake up, because the shit you go through, especially if it runs really, really deep, like it did for me, like really deep. People who were supposed to love and care for me didn't. And poisoning, just, I mean, take a box and check it. I've experienced it all. I'm grateful at 51 I don't look like what I've been through. However, the hardest thing I ever did was go no contact with my mother. I went no contact with pretty much everybody a couple years ago, and I was spiritually guided. My ancestors and spirit team guided me, and those couple years, especially when I was homeless and my illegal eviction was created by people to try to get me to fall, to try to get me to go back. And I persevered through it fucking all. And I'm telling you right now, just for the looky-loos, there's nothing, there's no spell work, binding work. There's nothing that you could ever fucking do to me for me to ever come back, for me to ever go back to anything that I left. Ever. You took my home, I rebuilt it. You took a job, rebuilt it. Took all my money, rebuilt it. And I came back stronger and harder this time. I ain't playing around anymore. And it's because I know my power and I know my strength, just as you should. But it wasn't always this empowered, confident woman. It was terrifying. It was scary. It was lonely. Because these people that we love and care about, we just want to bring them with us. But when we awaken, it becomes an allergy to us. So there was this space for me where I felt so alone. When I tell you I didn't have anybody. Didn't matter, flat tire, something bad happened, homelessness, all of it. I was by my fucking self and fought the battles on my own. There was not one fucking person there to help. And so I had to learn to, very difficultly, very challenging, I know I could have said that better, but I learned, be nice, be kind. I had to learn to become all those things for myself first. And that's what this introspection has been, is that these decisions were some of the hardest decisions I've ever made. My awakening was 10 times harder than my 10-year addiction and recovery combined. That shit ain't got nothing on my awakening and what's happened to me. The poisonings, and I think I've said the gang stalking, all the shit, the spell work, the binding work. I mean, you name it, it's happened. And here I am. Wasn't easy. But what I've realized, and here's the hope, is that once I was able to become that for myself, my own sister, my own lover, my own friend, my own confidant, when I really understood what self-worth was. It's scary. My voice would shake speaking the truth, but I spoke it. And I'm still a work in progress. I still see all kinds of fuck shit and don't speak on it. A lot of deaths I know about that were sketchy. There's a lot of things I know I don't speak on yet. And it's, like I said, it's still a work in progress. But what I've recognized, chosen one, is that the more I chose me, the more I answered the question, what would someone who loved themselves do in this situation, and did it as hard as it was, my legs shaking, my voice cracking, and still doing it, the stronger I became. And there were years I didn't have anyone to rely on. Everybody that I tried to rely on fucked me over. It was always conditional. Every connection in my life has damn near been conditional. Not anymore. It hasn't been that way for a while. So what started to happen, and I talked to Shelly about this tonight at dinner, and I spoke to my amazing coworker, Cam, about this, is when I worked on becoming those things for myself and standing true to myself and speaking my truth, no matter how hard it was, Spirit slowly started to bring people into my life. Shelly, Sarah, the people, my friends at the open shelter, because I would volunteer there when I was damn near homeless. I got my good job because I've always worked, but and each job built onto the next one. Each job is built onto where I'm at. I'm sorry, it's almost out of time. This was the whole part. And so I have these amazing friends now. I have this amazing community. And because I am love, I embody love. That's the answer to everything, is love, and that's the hardest thing to do. It takes a lot of courage to love. Because I'm open to that, and I know my divine counterpart is on their way somewhere. Spirit brought me Cam, my coworker, to teach me as a friend, platonic, because he's half my age, and I'm not, how to be treated, how to be on the receiving end. So there is hope. We have to give ourselves that space to recognize our own power before